Instead, let's take a passion to the sheets and just go crazy. You can be as wild as you want that night. You ain't gotta be a lady.
All right, welcome back. This is a Sexual Intellectual podcast. You see the glare, and you know why. If I'm starting with the specs on, that means we're getting right into a piece of news. So, let's start off with politics as usual. Oklahoma is passing major abortion laws. Reproductive rights are in jeopardy. Roe versus Wade are being questioned, and I'd even argue that this Roe versus Wade could possibly be overturned very soon. I hope I'm wrong for many reasons, but that is what it's starting to look like. Now, let's go to this article. This article is by NPR.org, but there's other people writing about it as well. So, what we got? Oklahoma's vote to ban most abortions comes at a key moment for reproductive rights. Oklahoma lawmakers have approved a bill that would make performing an abortion a felony, except in the case of a medical emergency. All right, we're going to skip ahead. There's a section that says what the Oklahoma bill would do. The legislation, SB 612, prohibits people in Oklahoma from performing abortions unless they are doing so to, quote, save the life of a pregnant woman in a medical emergency, end quote. A person convicted under the bill would be guilty of a felony and could face up to... A person convicted under the bill would be guilty of a felony and could face a fine up to $100,000 or a maximum of a 10-year prison sentence. A pregnant woman could not be charged with a crime for having an abortion. So if you're pregnant, you're good, but the person doing it would be in big trouble. The Oklahoma House approved the measure by a 70-14 vote on Tuesday. It had been approved by the Senate in March of last year. Senate Bill 612 is the strongest pro-life legislation in the country right now, which effectively eliminates abortion in Oklahoma. That is a quote from Republican State Senator Nathan Dahm. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I assume Dahm. It's Dahm. One of the bill's authors. The bill now goes to Governor Kevin Stitt for his signature. The Republican has previously said that he would sign all anti-abortion bills the legislature sent him. According to NPR member station KOSU. Stitt's office did not respond to a request for comment from NPR. In March, the Oklahoma House passed a bill that would ban many abortions and allow private citizens to file civil lawsuits against anyone who performed an abortion, a legal framework similar to a Texas law. After the law took effect in Texas in September, Oklahoma reportedly saw a surge in women from Texas seeking abortions. Nearly half of the patients being seen by Oklahoma providers are from Texas, the ACLU said. I can't read today. Sorry. This is upsetting. Specs off. Let's talk about it. It's really crazy to me that this is happening. I mean, I don't understand. I truly do not. And y'all can weigh in the comments if you want, but I don't understand why this is even a thing. An abortion is not something that is illegal. It's something that a woman has a choice on. It should be her body, her choice. My stance is simple. There's not a lot for me to say here as far as my opinion. I think what's going on is fucked up. I think what Texas and Oklahoma are doing with this bill, with these bills, and the anti-abortion laws is really fucked up. I think that it's crazy that this is even a thing. I think it's crazy that this is a movement. This is something that is ongoing, and this is something that's happening in the year of 2022. I mean, this sounds like some really old school crazy shit to me. And again, y'all can weigh in the comments. Maybe I'm out of pocket. Maybe I'm bugging out, but I don't understand. I truly do not. A woman should have a choice of what she's going to do with the baby. I understand putting limits on it, like you shouldn't be 8, 9, 7, 6 months, killing a baby because then it's gotten past a certain stage. But damn, y'all gonna completely take abortion rights away? This is really weird. I don't understand this. Maybe I need to do more research. If y'all know why this is such a thing, put me on. But this seems rather extreme and really, really fucked up, if you asked me. Now, something else that's fucked up, but a little more on the light side, is marijuana. Marijuana is being passed. There's word coming across that they are looking to pass legal marijuana or the legalization of marijuana on a federal level. And that could be very interesting and very profitable for many people. But I want to talk a little bit about something that C19 ruined. C19 ruined smoking with your friends. Used to get around, roll up a J, and you know the song, pass the Dutchie upon the left-hand side. You take 2 pulls, and you pass. Take 2 pulls, and you pass. I always thought that was interesting. Never was a huge fan of it. I don't really like having makeout sessions with friends. Definitely not guy friends. No problem to those who are cool with it, but it's just a lot of germs being passed around the room, if you ask me. I'm more of a fan of you smoke your spliff, I'll smoke mine. And to me, I don't know how people do that with strangers. Never have. But now, it's over, baby. It is done. C19 has ruined it. Now, not only are you worried about germs, now you might catch COVID passing around the Dutchie. It's over, baby. No more smoking with friends. It is gone. That entire vibe is ruined. If you try to pass it, it's going to be real interesting. I don't know who's going to take it. But I have to say, if you are passing germ-infested, COVID-infested L's, J's, blunts, whatever you want to call them today, it's kind of nasty. I don't see how you could do it in this day and age. And I mean, it always required a certain level of trust, but people would do it with strangers or people they just met. Now, that is a excuse me. That is a heightened level of risk. And that is problematic. I don't see how you could do it. Are you doing it? I would not. I'm not the heaviest of smokers. I'm more of an occasional guy. But I wouldn't be passing anything today. Are you passing it? Or do you feel like I feel? Because I feel like C19 ruined it. It's over. No mas. Adios. Bye-bye. No more with friends. Remember that app used to play like Scrabble and chess with friends? I don't know if that's even alive anymore, but now smoking with friends, we gotta lay it to rest. Unless you got your own thing. If you got your own pipe, your own joint, then it's all good. But besides that, I don't know how you could do it. I think it's over for y'all. Well, not for y'all, but for that style of sharing. So, some people enjoy solo play. Solo play is masturbation. Solo play is when you enjoy sexual things, sexual activities on your own. And often the question comes up, how much solo play is too much solo play? How much masturbation is too much masturbation? How much fun should you be having by yourself? Is there a limit? Is there a time when it's like, man, it's just too much? My answer is no. There is not too much solo play. You should get to know yourself. There are many benefits of getting to know yourself. In fact, and I've said this before, if you don't know yourself, how could you express to a partner what you like and don't like? I mean, sure, it will come from shared experience with others, but it's good to have a baseline, a starting point. And there's nothing wrong with solo play. People say, man, this person does too much. He or she or they just play too much. It's like a habit. Well, there's nothing wrong. That would be a healthy habit. Unless it's some kind of addiction. If you wake up and just feel like, man, I have to do this. And I have to do this many times today. Like if you can't get through lunch break without going to the bathroom every single day to do something, if that's the case, you might have a problem. But if that's not the case, I think you're good. You know what I'm saying? I think if you enjoy solo play, There's nothing wrong with a self session. I might have to coin that phrase. Nothing wrong with a self session, a solo session, playing alone. Nothing wrong with it. In fact, some say that it strengthens your libido and strengthens your level of experience because now you know already what it feels like to feel good. And when you get with others, then you know things that you like and don't like. You know what you like to watch, you know what you like to feel. And sure, you can only do so much by yourself, especially men. There's not so many things for men. I mean, I could argue that they are, but women have a lot more access to certain toys. There's certain things that do a lot more for women than men if you're including toys. But even if you're not including toys, there's plenty of things that you can do during self exploration. And largely, that's what this comes from. And it's just a good old time. And that's what it should be. I think all things that are sexual should be a good time. That's what it should be. Hey, I'm going to have a good time by myself. What, I got an extra 40 minutes today? All right, let me take this 40 minutes and have a good time by myself with myself. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. And who cares? I don't understand why people are asking, is it too much? I don't think there is too much. I mean, if it kills your libido, if you feel like, you know, you're doing things so much that now you don't crave any sexual action with your partner or partners, or you can't do anything because you've come silly and now you just need to sleep. But even then, I mean, on a lazy Saturday, why not? I don't think there's anything wrong with solo play. I don't think there really is too much solo play. It may not be the most fun thing for you. I mean, obviously, having a partner around is more fun. I mean, you could even get into dual play, and we'll talk about that next week. But yeah, so what if you have fun? I mean, if you can have fun by yourself and then still have enough drive to have fun with a partner, then so what? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And sometimes, you know, you just want to get that first one out the way sometimes. There's a thing, there's a culture surrounding that as well. You know, everybody saw something about Mary. That's what he told homeboy. I mean, I don't know if there's truth to it. That's another conversation for another time. But yeah, he said, you know, before you know, kill that nervousness, get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? What's the other movie? Wolf of Wall Street. He asked him, how many times a day do you masturbate? And he said, oh, those are rookie numbers. You got to be masturbating all throughout the day. Keeps you on your toes. Keeps you stress free. Cool. Yeah, he said he has less tension, less pressure. Cool. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. So that's it for me. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that it's a good look? Do y'all think it's a bad look? Is there too much? I say no. What do you say? And now a very quick shout out to Walmart. Walmart is doing something that I've got to give a little bit of love to. Maybe only 1 minute of love, but a little bit of love too. Walmart is doing something brand new. They are now hiring truck drivers for their fleet. Walmart is one of the few conglomerates who have their own fleet of trucks, and they are now raising the pay for those drivers. They're coming in, first year drivers will make a set pay of, I believe it was 85 to 88K. And that will go up after that to, I believe they said 90 to 100K a year. Bravo. Gotta applaud that. Walmart, that's a good look. Anybody who is not interested, cool. But if you are, now is probably the best time to get your CDL license, get some experience, and see what's up. It's a tough life, but hey, they are willing to pay, and they're actually paying cats a pretty fly amount. I applaud it. I think this is a great move from Walmart, and I hope that they continue to be conscious of how they pay their employees, because there are employees that are not truck drivers that have been fighting for a long time to get decent pay wages. And I won't speak too much about that right now, but right now, that is the spotlight on Walmart, and I have to applaud that. So once again, good job, Walmart. And I hope we continue to see these kind of things, because if you're spending all those hours on the road, if you're dedicating much of your life to this company, you should be able to reap benefits of that. So once again, shout out to them for that. That's it for me, folks. Keeping it short and sweet this week. We'll be back next week with more. And there's a lot going on with Will Smith and the Oscars and everything else. In just a few days, I will be releasing a podcast with my co-host, Dashing D. Let's Have a Real Conversation podcast drops on Monday. And that will be Monday, April 11th. The audio will be out on Monday, April 11th. And we will be weighing in on all the wild stuff going on with Will Smith, the smack, the Oscars, the aftermath, all of that. So tune in there as well. And that is the Let's Have a Real Conversation podcast. And it's going to be real over there. I'm out.